Namaste, my friends. Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, Anulom Vilom. The meaning could be translated with the line and against the line. Alternate nostril breathing. Probably the most famous pranayama technique nowadays. Also the most important technique because it cleanses all the nadis. Nadis are subtle energy channels. In the Chinese tradition we have meridians. In Tibetan yoga it's the Tsa. So these are subtle energy channels in the body and they need to get purified, otherwise prana can't flow properly. The benefits of Nadi Shodhana are as follows. It opens up the energy system and consciousness, clears the respiratory system, brings clarity to the mind, balances and harmonizes the nervous system and energy system, activates the parasympathetic nervous system. It centers and focuses the awareness, balances Pingala Nadi and Ida Nadi, or the right and left side of your body and brain, and it activates Sushumna Nadi, the main energy channel in your body along the spine, and it also prepares for deep meditation and other pranayamas. There are no precautions to take. You can perform this pranayama at any time. So Nadi Shodhana means cleansing. So Nadi Shodhana purifies or cleanses all the nadis in our energy system. Some people think, it's just boring, just alternate nostril breathing, I want something exciting and powerful. This is actually the most important pranayama because the left and the right side, they need to be in harmony so that prana can flow properly along the spine and kundalini can arise. So that's actually the most important technique. In each practice, Nadi Shodhana should be always there. Then pranayama is complete. So each nostril stays for one of the nadis, Pingala and Ida. So Pingala is the right side, is along the right side of the body as well and emanates from the root of our spine all the way up. And then we have Ida, the left side, what controls the left side of the body, also emanates from the root of the spine. And the left side Ida is connected with the right side of the brain, and Pingala is connected with the left side of the brain. So Pingala stays for the Ha in Hatha Yoga, and Ida stays for the Ta, Hatha Yoga. So it's complete, harmonized, balanced. Also Pingala is the masculine aspect represented by Surya, the sun, stays for activity, extroverted and heat. On the other side, Pingala is the feminine aspect, the feminine principle, and stays for Chandra, the moon, and stays for peace, coldness and introverted. So Ida, connected to the right side of the brain, stands also for holistic thinking, for creativity, for emotions. Pingala, left side, is more the logic, intellectual approach to life. Pingala has more an energizing effect, connected to the sympathetic nervous system. Ida has a calming effect, connected to the parasympathetic nervous system. In Tibetan yoga, the left and the right side has a different meaning, but similar. It stands for attachment and aversion for the dualities. So we have to harmonize these dualities. And to this breathing technique, we can balance and harmonize the left and the right side of our body, of our brains. And in the center, in the middle of our body, along the spine, we have Sushumna Nadi. And when moon and sun are balanced, are harmonized, and prana moves freely, then kundalini, what is symbolized by a sleeping snake, will rise. And that's the goal actually of pranayama. Also Sushumna stays for the central nervous system. And maybe you have already recognized that one of these nostrils is always blocked. And this changes approximately every 90 minutes. For example, my left nostril, Ida, is blocked. That means my right Pingala is active, and Pingala stands for heat, for activity, for energy, the masculine principle. So On the right side, now it's time for me actually to eat. It's good for me to digest something. When the left side is open, that means either coolness, creativity, emotions. It's good for sleeping. And you also experience when you lie on the right side and the left side is open. That means either is active. So when you sleep, for example, that's a good position for sleeping. Sometimes you sleep on the left side because it's good for digestion, because the right side is open. So you can also, when you, after a big feast, we call it left side down, LSD, you can lie down on the left side. So when you lie on the left side, your digestion is also more activated. You can read more about in Ayurveda, in our Ayurvedic text. It's very interesting how this left and right side works. But we really want to focus on balancing and harmonizing it. Before we do our pranayama session in the yoga practice, first you do your yoga asanas, then your kriya. Kriyas are your purificatory physical activities. And then you do Nadi Shodhana, and then you start with pranayama. That's usually how we do it. You can also do Nadi Shodhana at the end of a session because it's very calming to really let everything settle. I also recommend that. But for the most of the time, try to start with, for example, Kapalabhati to open up the energy system, and then you practice Nadi Shodhana. And there's many different practices. You can also do a kind of Kapalabhati breathing. Some breathe in into one nostril 10 times, and out, then in the other one 10 times in and out. Some hold the fingers like this, some hold it like this, some like this. It's completely different, depends on the teacher, but it's all the same effect. So there's also different breathing techniques. For example, you can breathe in into both nostrils, then close the right one, exhale to the left, inhale to the left, close, exhale to the right, and then inhale to the right, and so on. You start with both nostrils, and then your first exhalation with the left, and then at the end, the last breath in is with the right nostril, and you breathe out through both nostrils. This is also a way I was taught you should always start with the left and end with the left. So it's also not so confusing and easier to remember. So you take a breath in, breath out, and then you start closing the right nostril. I place the forefinger and middle finger here on this root of the thumb. There's a small bone at the nostril. Right under this bone, you close it because you want to make sure that you don't squeeze your nose or bend it or put too much pressure. That's completely enough. If you want to close it and open it, to just put the pressure here underneath this bone. So you take these fingers, you breathe in, breathe out, you close, inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the right, close the right, open the left, exhale to the left. So that would be one cycle. And usually it's recommended to do 5 to 10 cycles. I do 5, then I take a short break, then I do another 5, sometimes 2 or 3 rounds. And of course you can apply also Kumbhaka, the breath hold, retention. So there's different ratios. For example, you start with 1, 1, 2. So you breathe in 1 second, you hold for 1 second, you breathe out for 2 seconds. Or for example, you breathe in for 4 seconds, then you hold for 4 seconds, and you breathe out for 8 seconds. If you get more experienced, more used to the technique, you can upgrade it to 1, 2, 2. So it means you breathe in, for example, for 4 seconds, you hold for 8 seconds, and you breathe out for 8 seconds. The best would be if you do 1, 4, 2. That means you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold for 16, and you breathe out for 8 seconds. And of course, it's not about numbers or about counting, but it helps to focus the mind, and it regulates the breathing, especially in the beginning. But the main goal is that you don't count, that you just let the breath happen, in, hold, and out. You can even apply kumbhaka after the exhalation, but that I will show in another video. Okay, we're gonna do 2 rounds of this Nadi Shodhana breathing. The first round, we will breathe a little bit stronger. We apply the ratio of 1, 4, 2. We breathe in for 4 seconds, we hold for 16, and we breathe out for 8 seconds. The second round, we're not counting anymore. You just try to let the breathing happen, the inhalation and exhalation. You observe, but we apply also the Nadi Shodhana. Start with the left and end with the left. And you can regulate the breath, the inhalation and the exhalation by closing or open up your nostrils only slightly. Like if you push it a little bit, then less breath will come in and out. So you can regulate without putting any effort, without putting any pressure on the rest of your body. And if your nose cavities are blocked at the moment, there's a very great technique. You just inhale, exhale, pinch your nose and nod your head, or you sway left and right. I will demonstrate. Whenever you feel the urge to breathe, you breathe in and you rest your breathing for 10-20 seconds. Just a short breath in, short breath out, and then you can also sway left and right. See whatever feels right for you.
Inhale, exhale, pinch your nose and sway from left to right. As long as you comfortably can. Hold the breath. This will open your nose cavities immediately. Apply the mudra of your choice and close your right nostril. Breathe into the left nostril for 4 seconds. Then hold the breath for 16 seconds. And smile into yourself during the breath hold. It's all about loosening up and relaxing the system. Close the left nostril and breathe out to the right for 8 seconds. Then stop for a moment and inhale for 4 seconds at the right nostril. Again hold the breath for 16 seconds. And exhale through the left nostril for 8 seconds. So this is one cycle and we do this for 4 to 5 times. Focus the breathing, focus the awareness completely on the inhalation and the exhalation. Feel the warmth or the cold of the breath. Feel the softness of the breath. Completely be aware of the breathing. This is very important to balance the right and the left side of the brain. Just by focusing your mind on the breathing, it will have a deeply calming effect on body and mind. It will balance and purify your energy systems, your nervous system. It's also great preparation for meditation, improves proper breathing and functioning of the lungs, and it also helps to cure mental problems like depression, anxiety, stress, tension, etc. So there's so many benefits when you only focus on the breathing. As you inhale to the left, you can feel the prana, the energy, the air, the oxygen coming into your brain. Focusing on the third eye, during the breath hold, try to relax and release all tension in your body. And then with the exhale, you let go. You can really picture and see how the prana comes in and the prana comes out, and how it balances both sides of your body, the Pingala and the Ida, to activate Sushumna, so that the prana can flow, kundalini shakti can arise. And always keep your spine long and straight, and the rest of the body relaxed. Your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your sitting muscles relaxed, your skull, your face muscles, your eyelids, your eyebrows, and a small, gentle smile on your lips. Wonderful. And if the mind wanders around, just bring it back to the breathing. There's no reason to worry, everything is completely fine. Just focus on the breathing. Last round. And with your next exhalation through your left nostril, you release and find your own breathing rhythm again. Place both hands on your knees. The palms can facing upwards or downwards. You can apply Gyan or Chin Mudra if you like. And calm down the breathing. Find your own breathing rhythm. And find the softness and the calmness of the breathing. And find the body-mind connection through your breathing. You can now prepare for round number 2. But now, we don't count the breath anymore. Find your own breathing rhythm. You can hold the breath or you just breathe in whatever ratio you prefer. And make the breathing very soft so that you can't hear the breathing anymore. That actually it feels like you don't breathe anymore. Make it more internal than external. And find the depth and the calmness of the soft and not so deep breathing. And check yourself, is your mind still connected with the breath, or is it wandering around? That's completely fine. Bring your awareness on your third eye and see the breathing, see the airflow coming inside, the prana, the energy, the oxygen. Feel the expansion in your whole system, and then with the exhalation you let go of the breathing and release. In and out, like the waves in the ocean, coming and going. And make the breathing even calmer, completely soft, so that you don't put too much effort into your breathing, becoming more or less the observer of the breath. Okay, that's the last round. And remember, last inhalation to the right nostril, and we always end the session with the left nostril. Calm down the breathing, very gentle, very soft, very slow. Relax both hands on your knees and observe your breathing. Breathe without any effort, just letting go of the breath, letting go of the mind, and become the observer. Be in the present moment, fully aware of your breathing, completely relaxed and calm. And feel the space you created within. Slowly rub your hands together, make them warm and nice hot. And place one hand on the heart center, on the heart chakra, and the other hand on the belly button. And breathe into it. Inhale into the belly, all the way up to the chest and the top parts of your lungs. Connect these 2 points, the belly and the heart. And connect with your inner source, with your inner being. And feel some gratitude for life. Imagine some moment in your existence where you experience the greatest joy, the greatest happiness, and be really thankful for it. And send this gratitude back to God, back to the universe, back to life itself. Gratitude is such a powerful emotion, so make use out of it. Breathe into it. And again, rub your hands together, make them very hot and smooth, and place them on your eyelids and on your forehead. And once more, deeply look into yourself. What you see, what you feel. Connect body and connect mind. And bring this state of consciousness, the state of being and awareness, take it with you and experience life in the state of calmness and relaxation. You can stay in the meditation for a little bit longer, or you slowly start massaging your eyelids, your face, your skull, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your abdominal area, your lower back, upper back, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and your legs. Namaste.